Okay, good morning. Happy Monday. As you can see with the big screen, I'm down in the lunchroom again, so I'll be wearing my mask because the cleaning crew will be coming in and out. This week, it's all about fun facts. These are facts, but maybe you guys didn't know them. Some of them are kind of interesting. They're neat things to know. This all goes with the learning process, the cognitive thinking, get your mind going. But again, trying to have a little bit of fun. These are unique things that maybe you didn't know. Some of them I didn't know, and I found them very interesting. All week, we'll be talking about fun facts. Each day, we'll go over 12 fun facts for each day and have an answer sheet. They range from food to animals to your body to all kinds of different topics. They're kind of all mixed together, okay? So I just have them labeled fun facts number 1, fun facts number 2, etc., etc. So today, let's get started with fun facts number 1. Okay, here's our first fun fact. The world's longest French fry is about 34 inches long. That means if you had a French fry, it's longer than the tip of my fingers. Up here's only 24, I think, is what I measured. So it's longer than this. It'd be like from the tip of my fingers to maybe here, I guess. I don't know, but it's longer than my arm. This is not it. This is something else, but I just put that picture up there. But a French fry longer than your arm. Can you believe it? Number 2, a strawberry is the only fruit that bears its seeds on the outside. So what that means is, see all these little seeds? This is the only fruit that the seeds are on the outside. Most of the time when you open up a fruit, you see the seeds inside. Strawberry is the only fruit that does that. Number 3, ice cream was once called cream ice. So the name we have it, ice cream, that's not what it first was. It was creamed ice. Could you imagine, hey, I want some cream ice. That just doesn't even sound right, does it? So now we call it ice cream, but when it was first made, it was called cream ice. I believe this is number 4. Have you guys ever had pound cake? This is what a pound cake looks like. It's really yummy. Mr. Frank makes one here. But pound cake is so called it because the recipes once called for, it needed a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, a pound of eggs, and a pound of flour. It required a pound of all those things to make it. And just so you know, a tennis shoe is about a pound. So think about how heavy a tennis shoe is, and we needed that many eggs. We needed that much sugar. All that for the recipe to make this cake. And that's how it got, that is how it got its name. Number 5. Carrots weren't always orange. Did you know that? They weren't always orange. They were once exclusively only purple. So one time, there was only purple carrots. There was no orange carrots. Now, I don't know how we got the orange carrots. I just know this fact is at one time, all carrots were purple. Number 6, and you guys might know this fact kind of from Halloween, bobbing for apples. You know, you put the apples in a bucket, and you'd have the bob full, and that is because they can float. Apples float because they are 1/4 air. So if we cut that into 4 pieces, one piece of it is just air. Kind of, to make it simple, but 1/4 of this has air in it, so it's enough air in there that makes it float in water. And that's why we can play bobbing for apples at Halloween, because it floats in the water. Number 7. Now, I don't eat cranberries or drink cranberry juice, but I found this to be a very interesting fact. Ripe cranberries will bounce like a ball. And my fact finding said, go on and try it. And they also float. So I have this little note here. Bounce berries. Fresh cranberries bounce because they have an air pocket inside their core. A bruised or rotten cranberry will not. So see, it's got this air pocket right here, and if it's nice and ripe and good, you should be able to bounce it like a rubber ball. I had no idea about that. So I guess if anybody has some ripe cranberries around and they want to try bouncing them, let me know if it works, okay? Okay, this is another interesting fact. In the wild, some reindeer travel more than 3,000 miles in a single year. That means in the start of the year, they could start all the way over here in Washington, and they could walk all the way across the United States to, I believe that's New Jersey. I'm not very good with a map. But that's 2,985 miles on that route. And this route with the gray is 3,109. So about the blue is how much a reindeer can travel in 1 year. That's pretty awesome. I just saw my notes on here. That's Seattle to Massachusetts. I wrote it down so I'd remember, and I forgot to tell you. So this is from Seattle, Washington to Boston, Massachusetts. Number 9. This one I also found very interesting. I learned a lot doing these fun facts for you guys. Only half of a dolphin's brain goes to sleep when they're asleep, and the other half stays awake. So that means half their brain goes to sleep and half stays awake so they can watch for predators. It says dolphins sleep with only half of their brain and with one eye open so they can watch for predators and other threats. So even though they might be sleeping, they got to kind of keep their eye open and half their brain awake so in case something comes after them, they'll be able to get away. I had no idea. That's pretty cool. Number 10. Hey, did you guys know this? The largest living animal is the blue whale, which can measure as much as 100 feet long. So what I found, I'm hoping this picture comes out really good. This is the blue whale from here to all the way back here, and it still kind of goes a little bit. And this is a normal sized hand. Look how small he is compared to this big, huge whale. That's a real picture somebody took underwater of a scuba diver swimming next to a blue whale. It's the largest living animal. It's huge. Before we start this one, I made a little boo-boo. I actually have 14 questions this time. There's 14 on this first fun fact. Okay, anyway, back to the fun fact. This is a kitty cat, a household cat. You can see the skeleton. It says nearly 10% of all the cat's bones are in its tail. So you look at all these bones, but over here I'm going to start here in its tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't see it very well. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think there's 20. That's a lot of bones in his tail. I had no idea there was that many bones in a cat's tail. Did you? I tell you what, when I pet my kitty cat's tail, how it moves and sways, I would have never thought there was that many bones. Never. Yeah, I like the reindeer facts. Here's another fact about reindeer. In the wintertime, reindeer grow their facial hair long enough to cover their mouths, which protects their muzzle when grazing in the snow. So they have all this facial hair down here, and they grow it in the wintertime. You can see this guy's is way down here. They grow it really long so when they're in the snow trying to eat, it helps protect the muzzle, which is the front part, like their mouth area. That's pretty interesting. Besides, isn't he just beautiful? I like reindeer. Number 13. How many of you guys see one of these guys at the zoo? A panda bear. They're pretty cute. Well, while pandas sometimes eat fish or small animals, maybe they like to eat fish, 99% of their diet is bamboo. So their favorite thing to eat and what they eat the most of is bamboo. They'd have like 99 pieces of bamboo and maybe one fish. They love bamboo. I had no idea they ate that much bamboo. I knew they liked it, but I didn't know that's what they ate almost all the time. Okay, this is also kind of interesting. How many of you guys know what an ostrich is? Real tall bird, long neck, kind of a fat, wobbly body, and it can run really fast. But an ostrich eye is bigger than its brain. So this right here is his eye, and that's bigger than his brain. So his brain's maybe the size, I guess, of a pea? I don't know. So over here it says, eye fact, an ostrich eye is bigger than its brain, and it has the largest eye of any land animal. I didn't know that either. So this is kind of a two fun fact. Its brain is larger than its eye, and its eye is the biggest eye of a land animal. That's an animal that lives primarily on the land. Okay, that's going to be it for fun facts number 1. Again, all week's just going to be,
Kathy, please throw the battle number, please, Kathy.
going to finish this up, then I'll call Mr. Byer. All going to be fun facts. After we do that, we're going to have one each day, all week, fun facts. You guys have a great day. See you tomorrow.